description below. And as ever, make sure you smash that like button, hit the share and subscribe button as well with whatever platform you are watching this on. But Spurs fans out there, how are you feeling? Because for me, you dominated that game. Over 70% of the ball, 10 or so attempts. However, you conceded 2 goals. And I said in my little preview before this game begun, if Spurs started nervous, if Spurs started with their jitters that they did away at Anfield, if the occasion was a bit too much, they could find themselves in trouble. But they have played themselves back into the game. Harry Kane steps up and delivers, gets them back into the game. And then that penalty miss, literally the last kick of the first half, just from start to finish, absolutely sensational. And I just want your views and I want your opinions. I want to know what you're thinking and feeling. Michael Collins here on the on YouTube says, what a game. Couldn't agree with you more. Spurs have been very Spursy is what Ahmed believes, and I understand where he's coming from there. DJ says Higuain should have had a hat-trick or even 4 goals by half-time, and that's probably the issue that maybe Spurs fans will pick up on. You are obviously going to leak goals now. You are going to do that. But I don't actually think 2-1 as it stands is a bad result for Tottenham Hotspur, going back to Wembley, going back to England and having that home advantage when you consider you were 2-0 down after 8 minutes. Just an excellent first half display. When I look though at this Juve side, I know they got a penalty again right at the end and a counter-attacking, but Spurs were pushing them back so much that Juventus were actually looking nervous. They were looking a little bit disjointed. The abundance of chances that Spurs have created. I mean, Harry Kane, people say Higuain should have 4. Harry Kane should be on 2 goals right now for me also. So both teams have missed very good opportunities and very good chances. Juve still have the lead. But as ever, I want your calls, I want your views, and I want your opinions on 0203 606 0315. Let's see what some people here are saying. To be fair, Spurs are pushing Juve back, is what Electric FIFA thinks. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Will.
Hello, Will. How you doing, mate?
Oh, jeez. I literally feel like I've just been to Alton Towers. That was such a roller coaster ride of the first half.
It absolutely was. And, I mean, when you look at it, I mean, you start off with Spurs. Why do you think they've done this recently in big games? Why have they started so poorly away from home in big games?
Well, no, it seems to be like a current trend. I feel like the pressure just gets to the players. They literally look so shaky and nervous. I mean, we did this last year against Chelsea in the semi-final. It keeps occurring. We don't seem to really give in a shift until we're 1 goal down. I mean, it happened at Liverpool. It's happening today. But, I mean, that first half, looking at it from the bigger picture, we were pretty much in control, I would say, from 25 minutes almost. We looked quite comfortable, so I'm not going to rule it out just yet.
Definitely in control statistically, dominated the ball, attempts on goal. The only area you're not controlling right now is the scoreline. But I mean, Christian Eriksen has been tearing them apart at times. Harry Kane, of course, gets his goal. Do you feel you can still pick up a result here?
Yeah, definitely. I think as long as we go into the 20 minutes on, keep pressing them. But I feel like we need to pass the ball a lot quicker because Juventus are really good at obviously closing down really quickly. So let's pass the ball quicker, a bit more aggressive, get it up then. I definitely feel like we can get another goal. But I just don't really get why Poch hasn't played Son.
Yeah, that was our big point before the game. All I would say is that barring 3, because you've given away 2 penalties, 3 poor defensive mistakes, Spurs have looked pretty good without him. And that's not to suggest that he's not a great and good player, but his legs and energy might pay some dividends if he comes on at sort of 60, 70 minutes against the Juve side that you're making look quite tired right now.
Yeah, we're looking quite frustrated as well, especially with all the offsides. Yeah,
no, I understand that completely. I really do. Mate, really appreciate your call. Come back to us at full time again, all right?
No worries.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye. Going to get the OneFootball app up here now on the screen. We're going to get that put up for you to have a look at some of the statistical breakdown of that game. And as you can see, just look at the highlights of that. A goal from Higuain after 2 minutes. A penalty scored after 9 minutes from Higuain. Harry Kane gets them back into the game. Then a missed penalty by Higuain again. And that's only one part of the story. There's so many other opportunities. Who would have thought, though, Spurs would see 72% of the ball in Turin? I certainly didn't expect to see that happen. Goals, we know the goals, 2-1. But total shot, I mean, they've only had 4 shots on goal and 2 of them have been penalties. So their counter-attack is, of course, dangerous because they've opened Spurs up. But where Spurs, for me, where I was a Spurs fan, where I'll be feeling frustrated is the fact that you've created 10 opportunities against them. 10 opportunities against them. But every time Juve go forward, it's nerves, it's poor defending, it's bad placement, it's silly tackles that have led to their penalty opportunities or their goals going in. If Spurs can come out in this second half like they did against Liverpool just a week or so ago, and whatever they get the hairdryer at half-time, whether they get a bit of a rocket up the backside, if they come out in that second half and they can defensively strengthen up, stop leaking and conceding those a handful of opportunities, they can go out there and beat this Juventus side. This Juve side that hadn't conceded a goal in 15 games. Hello, welcome Hello, mate.
You alright?
How you doing? Who's am I speaking to?
Alfred.
Alfred. Who do you support?
Tottenham.
Do ya? Okay.
Yeah, I do, mate.
So, what do you think of that first half display?
I think, apart from the Juventus opportunities they've had, they ain't really done much. They had 2 goals that we shouldn't have been in that position, if I'm being honest. The 2 fullbacks have made 2 stupid errors, but apart from that, we've completely dominated the game. And it should be 2-2, to be honest, if Kane had scored that free header.
Yeah, when you look at that, I mean, we were sitting here in the studio and everybody was praising Buffon for the wonderful save, but would you expect the best striker in the world to put that away?
I mean, the form Kane's been in this season, coming up to this game, I think anyone would have put pretty much their hat on him scoring that goal from the range he's at. But, you know, he done well with the second one. It was a bit of a harder opportunity. And with Higuain missing that penalty in the last minute, I think we could turn things around in the second half.
Would it be a bitter pill to swallow for a Spurs fan if you're to get to the end of this game after all the opportunities you've created and be on the losing side?
I think if the score was to stay as it is now, 2-1, I think a lot of Spurs fans would have taken 2-1 away. We still have an away goal to go into Wembley, but I reckon in the second half, if we go out strong, if Poch makes the right substitutions, we could get a better result out of this game.
There we go. And would there be any sort of tactical or substitution changes you would make early on in that second half, or would you keep it pretty much as it is?
I think I'd keep it as it is for the moment, but coming up to 60 minutes, if we ain't got a goal in us, I think I'd definitely look at bringing Son on, and then maybe later on 70, 75, I would look to bring Lucas on. A bit more pace on the wings. I think we're lacking that in the first half.
There we go, mate. Look, really do appreciate your call. Please come back on at full time and speak to us again, okay?
Will do.
Top man, top man. There we go. Spurs fans seeming very, very confident surrounding what's going on. We have another call. Hello.
You played really well.
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. Hello? Hello? Are you there? They bottled it. They're gone. I'm going to do some of the comments coming through on YouTube. Absolutely steaming through. Most of our players haven't come across big teams and don't show big team confidence. First 15-20 minutes was iffy. I agree with that. I think there is that Spurs away from home against the bigger sides. There is that element of, fear's the wrong word. It's that nervousness. And that comes through years and years of being involved in title races, being in the knockout stages of these big competitions. But I think that will come for this Spurs side. I really do. Peter here says, Dembele is one of my best midfield players. He covers a lot of ground, pushing the whole team up front. Spurs has a great chance of winning if their plan hinges on Dembele. I understand what you're saying there. What's he saying? No, Juventus must win. Okay, maybe bring on Wanyama, Lucas and Trippier. Potentially. I hope Juve get another penalty is what Anna says. Anna clearly not a Spurs fan. I'm hazarding a guess at Arsenal, maybe West Ham. Anna, tell us what you think. Anfield extraordinaire here says Spurs really showing their lack of Champions League experience. Kane really stepping up though. And that's one person who stood out massively to me there, Harry Kane. He did miss that opportunity. All top strikers miss opportunities, but he came back. He kept his composure. And his second opportunity was 3, 4, 5 times as difficult as the first. And he kept his composure and he put it away absolutely magnificently. I can't speak. Magnificent. I can't say the word. Magnificent. I can't say it. Magnificent. Magnificently. There we go. I got it. I got it out. That. I literally couldn't speak there. Oh, there's a lot of people. Oh, there's a lot of abuse going on here. Davis is nervous, so don't really blame him for the penalty. But Uriah was arrogant. Sorry, but Uriah as an arrogant over fool. Write that again. I get what you're saying, but it doesn't make too much sense the way you've written it. The real fan says, "I'm bloody jealous watching as a United fan." Interesting. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
My name's Kieran. How you doing, Terry?
Hello, Kieran. I'm all right, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. I'm okay now that I can say the word magnificent. I can't say magnificently. There we go. I keep getting it wrong. Anyway, what did you think of Spurs' first half performance?
Shit. I wasn't that impressed with watching it. I'm an Arsenal fan anyway, so...
Okay, so you're an Arsenal fan. Why weren't you impressed with this Spurs side? Dominated the ball, had abundance of chances, they scored. Was it their defensive problems that frustrated you?
Yeah, watching them play in the way they played against us, and then they go into a game against Juventus, and the defensive line isn't cutting it against Juventus. It's disappointing to see we lost to them, with their defence being so good, and then the defence against Juventus is so bad.
I think that has something to do with Spurs playing away from home. When they're at Wembley, when they're at White Hart Lane, they don't have that same nervousness. They don't have the same jitters that we've seen this evening. Away at Anfield, they did the same thing. When they still go away to Man United, Man City, the same thing happens to them. So I understand your point of view, but I think where they're playing, they do lack, this Spurs side, big away game match day experience, which other big clubs, whether you're Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, kind of have a little bit more of, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, because if you look at Man City, what they're doing in the league this season, they're home and they're smashing it. They go away, they can smash it. They beat Watford 5-1 away from home. They're doing so well away from home, and then Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, they're just not cutting it away from home. And then Arsenal, we've lost to Swansea away. I don't even want to talk about Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I know, mate. Really appreciate it. Mate, thank you very much for your call. Second half is about to begin.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. I'll do a couple of comments before the second half kicks off. Matthew McDonald says Lucas and Son should come on at the same time around the 60th minute. Keep Eriksen central. I agree with that. Terry, you're having trouble with your words today. I am. I think it's because I'm so excited and my mouth is running before my brain is thinking. Gaza Young Legend says, I don't blame Davis for the penalty because he's not used to this level of football. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I do blame him. I do blame him. I get he's not used to this level of football. I understand what you're saying. But he still made the mistake. And he needs to be accountable for that, in my very humble opinion. Did you see the third, now the fifth, anything happens in footy? Did you see the third, now fifth? Did you see the third, now fifth? I don't know what that comment means. I'm trying to make it make sense. Gio here says, Spurs are doing a very great job this season. My favourite Premier League team. They need to win because Juve really need to lose. Anyway, listen, make sure you download that OneFootball app. Go and enjoy the second half of this game. We'll be back at full time to take your calls and your opinions. I've been Terry Fleurs. This is FanPark Live, and we'll see you all again very, very soon.